Meghalaya dokoba gni gpachang na COVID-19 gproro thaya ni gaman badita bajarang na chpedo na tani jaman school rangko sorkari ni don gaman niam rango phangchak e but parsal depet khuli phil thaina bachenga ha Shillong songjin mao school rangko khuli phil thaya haun chatro chatri rang ni school rang chiri ru ani rangko nakna man phil thaya ha andiba da au depet bang gija chatro chatri rang ni ru ani rangko san nakna man khwenga School of Porang pa chatro chatri rang school thang thang chiri engon an thang thang ni school uniform rang baksana da mas rang ko bagan ni school rang chiri ang toka ha andita jarang na chpedo na ni jaman school rang ko khuli phil chaya han pang bata chatro chatri rang an school rang chiri phil chaina kusiong ani ko ba pharakat toka ha Matam chatro chatri rang ni agana ni gata school rang ko chpedo neng mateng somoyo wamang an thang thang sa lesson rang ko porena gata nanga hanya sel ning nakani rang ko chagrong na nang toka ha aro da school rang ko khuli phil chaya hani gaman wamang ski ga parangon ikon makhangger ke skira phil chaina cholang ko man gano school rang ko chpedo neng mateng somoyo internet gata class rang ko ahoba bang bata biap rangon internet rang ko namme man jania sel class rang ko ra anyo ning nakani rang ko chagrong na nang aha ne matam chatro chatri rang agan ska aha internet gata thang thang ni lesson rang ko skira na man gen chmoba classroom rangwa asongi ski ga parang ko skir ani gata deongja neba matam chatro chatri rang school rang ko khuli phil thaya hani gaman an thang thang ni khusiong ani ko parak toka ha Turani private school rangoni ge sanam bat rangpa Sherwood school ni adita sak student rang ko hap news ting thang machas ngon wamang ba school khuli phil thaya ni gaman khusiong ani ko parak toka ha
I would choose offline classes over online classes because the teachers have tried really hard to make it all work. But the network connectivity always fluctuates and it's not in our control, so we miss out most of the classes. And conceptual learning is nearly impossible because there is no interaction between the students and the teachers. And so students have to cope up with YouTube or Google and have to take care of our own academics and give our own boards with that. So we're actually worried because the offline classes might discontinue again like always. And after 2 years of inactivity, we might find it really hard to cope up with the other things. So offline classes are much better because we might catch up on what all we have lost.
Online classes so chinga belongen like network issues ang sa bang bata student rangan bisoni class ang miss karonga aro uni gimana offline classes nambata maina chinga student teachers among physical interaction donga aro andake chinga namyake machina manka aro uni giman distractions ang dongja digen online classes so gapanangde study room rang dongja ingen uni gamanan chinga dakte distractions banga aro aro chinga skangonin school classroom poraimang ranta donga aro wan daken offline classes kan nambata offline classes an nambata maina teachers amon diken corporate kana matnemang nambata physical interaction ang donga aro warangchi chinga mashi batnaba matnbata
Offline classes are much more better in comparison to online classes because I know the teachers have tried their best to explain through the online classes, but it's hard for the students to cope up with it. And the environment at home in comparison to the environment at school is a complete different surrounding. And in class, while they are with the teachers, the students can interact more with them, and there is more communication. But in online classes, the teachers cannot communicate with the students properly, and it's hard for the teachers to also understand if the students are gaining the knowledge or if they are understanding the explanation. And it is definitely a new experience. Online class is a great experience. It is a digital form of education, but I personally prefer offline classes than online classes.
Meghalaya adokos khangpa changna COVID-19 gapruwani jaman riangpa hazagni khogrupsini March ja the petan school college arwan dakabas khira chakram biaprang coach pata hacham aru school rangko riangpa bulsini December ja omatam bakrang kude khulipla hacham Andakyong genchmoba ya hazagni khogruksa bulsini meja mangogni gpa changna COVID-19 gapro thayani jaman school rangko chpedona thaina nanga oga akaha arwan naken adita salrangnas khangsan adok sorkari chanchir mang thayan ba nyam rangko done school rangko khulipl thana tikang ha
Here in Don Bosco School begin our offline class for class 9, class 10, 11 and 12 and some of the SOPs that we maintain in the school are wearing mask, using hand sanitizer frequently, and students are encouraged to bring their own tiffin and drinking water. We also encourage students not to gather together, but follow the COVID protocols like social distancing and other hygienic behaviors that will help students to keep away from contracting COVID-19. Today, the first day of the school, we have about 80% of students coming to school to attend the offline class. Offline class will depend on the situation in the coming days. If there are cases or if there is a surge in the COVID cases, I think government will tell us to close down the schools again, and we will continue with online class.
We have allowed our classes 9 and 10 to resume 100%, 5 days a week. And classes 6, 7 and 8, half the class today, half class tomorrow. Okay, so that's roughly about 25 children in the classroom at any given time for classes 6, 7 and 8. And all the children are encouraged to wear a mask, carry a hand sanitizer, and the seating arrangements in the class is one child at a desk. Okay, so that's the way it goes. And in the buses too, there's basically one child on one seat. So in fact, a long seat, there's one child over there. So that's the arrangements that we are adhering to, with the mask and the hand sanitizer and the physical distancing in the classroom and in the bus as well. Some children do come by car, and they come in their own vehicles. Basically, they are pretty safe. And then the children are told once they return home to have a bath first thing on arrival. They are told, then they can have a meal or do whatever they have to do, but have a bath. And regarding the 50%, yes, the children interact with the teacher, and being a smaller class, the interaction is a lot more productive and is so much better than the online classes.